How's it going, everybody? Merry Christmas. Welcome back to Heavy Metal Airsoft once again. I hope everybody out there is having a safe and happy holidays. Cheers, everybody. Alright, we're going to get started on this 5.1 high Capa full auto build. Got some parts put out here. We've got the high Capas in the back for reference. And I just want to go over a few things. If you're planning on building a high Capa, the first things you're going to want to get are your grip, your slide, your frame. Not so important because there's not so many choices on this. But if you do have a preference between like a two-tone or silver or colors or something, you're going to want to get a hold of this too as soon as you can. Okay, these parts go out of stock fast. Right here, these UAC milestone stock, slides. I got a couple drinks. Yeah, these stocks, slides went out of stock. Okay, there we go. Very, very fast. Same with these triangle slides. These things were out of stock forever, and I watched the website day after day after day until finally they had two in stock. This one and a silver one. I snatched this one up and the silver one was gone within the next day. So if you are going to build one of these and you are looking for something different, something that stands out, something flashy, whatever it is, so it's something that speaks to you. You see it and you say, oh yeah, that's awesome, I gotta have that. Okay, these things go quickly. So just going over basically your chassis of the high Capa that you want to build. Okay, the outer barrel is going to be another thing. If you want something, stylish or badass like this spiral, you're going to have to get it as soon as it's available, because it could be gone and it might be a while or it might not come back. Okay, this 9-ball Lay Lax grip, this went out of stock real quick. It might have came back by now, but I remember I wanted a different one, so I went on to go get it. They were out. So I started clicking on them. They don't have this one. They don't have that one. This was like the only one they had left in stock. I did want the other print, but this one I could definitely work with, and I do like it a lot just because of the design, the shape overall, and the print, the camouflage print, which, you can see I'm wearing the shirt. Typhoon. So I saw this and I was like, okay, that's the grip I want to build this new gun. So I had to get it before it was gone. As soon as I got it, they were all gone. This might have been the last one they had in stock. So just pay attention to that kind of stuff and keep an eye out. Definitely follow the websites and start watching. If you just want something basic and standard, then that's fine. Those are a little easier to find. Okay? Put these to the side here. So we are going to, step by step here, build this grip for my new Christmas present. Tokyo Marui / custom 5.1 full auto build. So the parts you're going to need, obviously, are the grip. And this will have your back strap here for your hammer housing, and it should have the pin, okay, for your grip and your hammer housing. Sometimes they'll come with the mag release, a lot of times not, but more than likely it's not going to come with this grip screw to screw into the frame, so you might have to figure it out, locate it, something. I've actually had to find a couple myself. Okay, so next part, trigger, sear spring, hammer spring, mag release, and then we're going to need our hammer spring assembly. I've got a few of the options out here, and if you're not familiar with the spring percentage rates, the longer the spring, the higher the percentage. This is the 150, 120, and they go down to the 100. This one here is for the UAC hammer tuning kit, which I have the parts over here for the washers and all that. We're not going to use that. We're just going to go with the 100% straight off the bat, and we will tune things later. Okay, we're going to hurry up and build this gun, get it done, and if we run into any issues or problems, then we can adjust. We have all the extra parts, which, by the way, whole box of parts over here, so we're ready to go. Well, like I said, if you're going to build one of these parts over here, a little easier to find. A little easier, and you can wait a little bit if they're out of stock. They will come back in usually. But these other stuff, you know, like this other stuff like the slides and the frame, or the outer barrels, or the grips, find one you like, get it while it's in stock. You know, if you don't have the extra 20 bucks or whatever, just come up with it somehow and get it before it's gone, because then you'll be bummed out like, man, I wish I would have got that. Now I can't. Okay, here we go. This is easy. First we take our trigger, slide it into the back of our frame, and note the orientation. The little groove goes to the top. So you slide it in through the back into the trigger slot. Pretty simple, straightforward. Make sure, okay, we don't have any problems. We've got nice smooth action. Second, we take our mag release. We're going to come around the other side with the oblong hole. We're going to slide our mag release in. Okay, then we hold it with the thumb. You take your little flathead screwdriver, stick it in there and turn your lock. Okay, that screw will come out towards you. Turn it to the left, it should come out towards you. Now that's locked. Now your trigger is stationary. Check your mag release for smooth action. We don't want any, you know, it has to work good. We want parts to move freely. Boom. Okay, butterfingers. Now, we have our back strap, our hammer spring. Unfortunately, I don't have the little pin that goes in here that holds this down. That's another thing, that a lot of times these grips will not come with that little pin. When you buy a full gun stock from, you know, Tokyo Marui, like a 45 Extreme or the Gold Match Custom, you know, it's going to have these parts already for you. What you would do is depress this down and put that pin in there, and then that would lock this in here, so this isn't going to fall out like it just did. But anyways, for now, like I say, I don't have that. We're just going to, oh, hold on a sec. This will be the actual final piece, but I don't like to put these in until after I have the frame on and everything else, because you have to kind of fish this in underneath the hammer and the sear, and it's a little easier to do when you have the frame and pretty much the whole gun built. You just kind of pop this in last. But if you see the little groove down here in the bottom, there's that little slot there, horizontal slot. There's a little hook on this sear spring, and this is a Airsoft Masterpiece competition sear spring, guys. Okay. Over here we have the ArmorWorks puzzle trigger, 9-ball Lay Lax extended mag release, but I'm not using the extended. Okay, and then we have just like a, I believe that's a Gaurder 100%, and this might be UAC, just the strut plunger here. So we're just going to pop that in. Oop, let me just go ahead and slide this in real quick. You pop that hook on the back in there, alright, and then we slide our hammer housing in, hammer spring housing, push that in, it's all the way in, then all we got to do is put our pin in, and your grip is complete. There you go, guys. Step one, pretty simple. Stay tuned, we're going to do the upper, the frame, and then we're going to do the testing. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.